Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of our teenaging podcast. My name is Nikki and I'm joined today by
Rihanna
and Sarah.
So it's Valentine's Day, you know, the day of love.
We're recording this like a week
Before.
prior.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this will be released.
You know, everyone's in the zone of love. So
I'm in the zone of denial, so...
Oh, okay.
Honestly, everyone like complains about not having a date on Valentine's Day, but I actually don't care.
I literally half the time forget Valentine's Day exists.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even kidding. All these years, I went by, and, like, sometimes, like, somebody would be like, oh, it's Valentine's Day. And I'm like, oh, shit, I forgot. Like, I literally don't care.
Yeah.
But then this year, like, I don't know why, but I'm really aware of it. Like,
Me too.
I'm kind of dreading it.
Same.
I don't know why.
I don't know.
I think because we have like events at school, like
That's true.
the cards and the roses and stuff, you can give it to people anonymously and stuff. So
Not me, but, you know, that'd be cool.
I think it's special if you do have someone, but
Oh, yeah, it's
unless it's just another day.
Something about it.
Are you
I
gonna
don't-
be away on Valentine's Day?
No, I'm not that extra, but like I'm just gonna like, you know, I don't know. I just don't like how like everybody has like this pressure, you know, that something has to happen, and I'm just like, bro, I just love my friends. Everything's platonic here. You know what I mean?
Just send them like a friend appreciation card.
I'm gonna give everyone a friend appreciating hug. That's what I'll do.
Yeah, so we just wanted to do a fun episode about crushes.
We've been wanting to record this episode for so
long. It was actually supposed to come out like first episode.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
like our second or third episode, but
Yeah.
here we are. Yeah, should be a fun one.
What was your first crush like?
I think my first crush led me to not want to have a crush anymore.
Why?
Because it was such a traumatizing experience. Like, I like this dude, and I don't know how, but one of his friends found out,
Yeah.
and then he told his whole friend group,
Oh.
and they were like the popular kids in primary, and so
Wait, how'd you get over that?
I didn't. Yeah, so when his whole friend group found out, and I knew that the guy I liked also knew,
Oh.
so it was even more like, oh shit, like I can't do this anymore. So yeah, that made me not want to have a crush anymore. So in high school, first 2 years, didn't have a single crush on anybody.
Wait, so for like the rest of your life, you never had a crush?
Well, I'm still living.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so from year 7 to like year 9, I did not have a crush on anyone.
Oh, well, what about like still in primary school?
Well,
That was
my
like
first and only crush in
Yeah.
primary school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's the only one in
no,
primary
no,
school.
actually, correction. She had like a thing for someone in like year 2, but like she always like acts like
Okay,
it
that
didn't
was
have
for
it.
2
No,
days.
for real though, every single girl liked this guy except me. I swear to God, I was the only
It was.
one. It was like a virus.
Yeah.
They all loved him.
Who?
Oh, he was kind of cute in that primary school, but like he didn't deserve that much hype.
It's because he
Look at
liked
him
you.
now.
Oh my
Shut
god.
up.
Look at him now. What changed? Damn, if only he was like smart and amazing, I'll totally have a crush on him. Now he blows whistles in everyone's ear like a jackass.
Oh my God, this
What?
fucking whistle. Yeah, this whistle he carries around school. He just goes.
What happened to him?
Wait, can we keep that in?
Yeah, keep
The
it.
whistle thing. That's actually so funny. The whistle thing is actually so fucking funny.
Wow.
He just like
He said glow down.
He
That-
did. He had
that's
a
a-
major
no,
go
no,
down.
that-
Personality
Personality
and
glow down.
look-wise.
That's
And
a
look-wise, no offense.
whoa, Rihanna. Okay, man.
it's the fucking whistle.
I'm sorry. I did not know about this whistle thing. What the hell?
Just every single day roll call. It's just like.
Oh my god, it's literally so annoying.
How was your first crush, Nikki?
Also like kind of traumatizing. So I like it was in kindergarten or preschool in Vietnam, right?
Well, she said early.
Yeah, like pretty early, and I liked him, and I think it was because he was class captain, and everyone liked him. I liked him because, like, everyone liked him. And I think he was quite handsome. I don't remember much, but yeah. But one day, one of my friends at the time, I guess, came up to me and was like, you know, so-and-so will never like you because you have short hair. And I'm just like,
That's so sad.
So yeah, I grew my hair out after that because...
Oh.
Yeah, so...
Me with my short hair. I'm about to cry.
How was your first crush?
Lol. I don't know why I get so uncomfortable when I talk about my first crush, but I think it was because it wasn't that bad. Like, it wasn't that traumatizing or anything. I love how that's the standard. Was it traumatizing? No. I think as the years progressed, that first crush got more traumatizing because my first crush was like quite prolonged. It was really it was an extended period of time, and I don't know, like, he was just really sweet and he was really nice to me, and I was like literally in year 4, by the way, so like it was like really weird because he was like weirdly mature for his age, because you know how like there's always that thing where like guys are always like 3 years old in comparison to like a girl, like emotionally more mature. He was like normal, which was weird, so I actually didn't like him when he first came because he was new to our school, and I didn't like him at all. I was like, who is that? Who just moved into our school? Who is that? And then all of a sudden, I was like, oh my god, who is that? And then I remember we were in like a seating plan for school, and Rihanna was sitting next to him, and I was sitting next to Rihanna, and I literally begged Rihanna one day. I was like, Rihanna, please, can we swap? And Rihanna, like, at the time, I didn't tell Rihanna yet, and she's like, why do you want to swap? What's up? And I'm like, no, I just have to sit there. Like, I can't see from there. And she's like, you're right there. What do you mean? She's like, and Rihanna's just like, she's just trying to get an explanation out of me. She's like, what do you mean? Why do you have to sit there? And I was like, Rihanna, please. And after I begged her for ages, she let me sit there and I just talked to him. I'm so annoying. I can't believe I did that. I was like straightforward like that. I just like, I had no shame. But yeah, and then I think that like kind of lasted until like, this is so depressing. It kind of lasted until like year 7. Oh my god.
No, that's not depressing.
Like from year 4 to like year 7. And like I didn't even talk to him for most of year 7, which is so weird, right? He was like a year older than like a year above me in the grade. We were the same age. So yeah, it was sweet, whatever.
Don't worry, girl. I liked someone for like 2 years.
Well, I liked someone for how many years?
3 years.
That's
4
okay.
years.
That's love.
Ew, no it isn't. Oh my god, please do not call it. Oh my god,
You
no.
love him.
No, because, you know, I went to primary school, I went to high school, and like, I don't know, like, I couldn't, no one compared to him. No, I think that everybody was so, like, I don't know, I didn't find anyone, because like I'm never actively looking, because like I'm like, bro, I'm a child, and like my biggest priority is like school, so like I don't think about it that often, so yeah, it kind of just weirdly lasted for a really long time, and then something happened, and then it quickly went away. Yeah, that's the traumatizing part, which we don't talk about that often.
I remember all my crushes. My second crush, he was in he was in kindergarten. His name was, he started with an M, so I just call him M. And he was really handsome, and one of the most, like, I guess, like, memorable moments was when we had to go to assembly, and everybody had to wear this, like, particular shirt, but I didn't have that shirt, right? Oh, wait, no, I had sleeves under my shirt, and that wasn't allowed, right? So my teacher was like, Nikki, you have to take that off. And, like, the whole class is gone, but there's a few stragglers, and he was one of them, right? So I don't know what went through this woman's head, but she was like, Nikki, I'm gonna change for you right in front of everybody. So I was like 6, and it was so embarrassing because she took off my shirt. I'm pretty sure she took off everything. And then the stragglers with the M guy in it, I'm pretty sure they saw me. No, I'm sure they saw me because we made eye contact, and that was the most awkward moment ever. I think I was gonna say my love for him. My crush for him just ceased after because I was just so disgusted. But yeah,
I remember we had this thing called like our schools, like we had a talent show at our school like every 2 years or something like that. And I remember
oh my god,
in one of like the choreography, like we enter from both sides of the hall, the girls and the boys on one side. And I was first in line for the girls, and my crush at the time was first in line for the boys' line. So we would be standing next to each other while walking. Right? And then at one point when we get on the stage, he would be behind me and I would be in front of him, and we'd like crouch down as the ending. And as I crouched down, the back of my dress just snapped open, and he was right behind me. Oh my god, it was so embarrassing. Every time I think about it,
dude, I'm trying to think if I've had anything embarrassing happen to me in front of my crush, and I can't recall anything like that.
Wow, lucky.
Really? Yeah, no, I've been pretty lucky in the sense that nothing's really happened. I don't think there is, because I've had like maybe 2 or 3 crushes.
Oh really? I've had a lot.
You know what I have had, that you feel like when somebody likes you, you feel like a part of you feels like you should like them back.
Yeah.
I've had that, and with so many people, because oh my god, that sounds so bad.
Okay, so like basically,
no, it doesn't. No, I didn't even think about that.
No, basically, Sarah gets a lot of guys.
No, I don't. Stop. No, I don't. Oh my god.
Yeah, you can't even admit.
No,
deny it, babe.
No. Okay, that is not true.
I could pull up 10 guys that have liked Sarah.
No, okay, but stop. Oh my god. No. This episode's gonna come out and everyone's gonna hate me. No, I don't know. I've always had that where like I felt like I should have liked them back, especially with this one guy. And I don't know. I felt like a responsibility in a sense to like them back, because everybody would always like mention it to me. And then, like, I would actually try for this person. I was like, wait, why am I doing this? Like, one day I had, like, this realization. I was like, why am I trying for a person I don't even like? And then it just stopped, and, yeah, I just moved on. But I do that often. And, like, I always get that thing when people, like, you have a very flirtatious personality. I don't, like, go out of my way to, like, flirt with people. That sounds so weird. But, I think I just come off very flirtatious sometimes. So, like, people take it, like, the wrong way. Yeah.
I see.
Stop smiling at me like that, Rihanna. I had this realization recently, and Rihanna's like, yeah, no shit. We've known this for ages.
Oh my god. Can I tell you about my third crush? No,
I'm
gonna list every
7th, 8th.
Yeah, it's like To All the Boys We Loved Before. I have like 7 of them. Okay, my third one, let's just call him N, okay, because his name starts with N, I don't know.
Oh my god, he was an N, sorry.
Okay, he was really good at drawing, and I just say he was pretty ugly, but it doesn't matter. I didn't have big standards back then. And it was in like year 2, and he was just really good at drawing, and I don't know what it was. I think I liked him for that, because I don't know what else I would have liked him for. He was kind of ugly. I look back at the photos, I'm just like, what?
Okay,
you sound like such an asshole.
No, I won't sound like an asshole now when I say I started drawing because of him, because I think he was really talented.
That's actually kind of sweet. Yeah. After you called it ugly 7 times.
Shallow and then morals.
I think, yeah, he was really cute, like personality-wise, and I started drawing because of him. Maybe because I was jealous. I think it was because I was jealous. I don't know. Yeah.
All good things come out of bad things.
Wow, I sound so shallow. Do I sound shallow?
No,
I do.
You're fine.
For me, whenever like I've had a crush, the rare times I have, like when it's happened, like I honestly I don't notice someone's like, I know this sounds so cliche and something like written out of a book. Like, I don't notice what somebody looks like. I think it was a personality. But like the thing is, right, with my first crush, I literally thought I hated. Like I told you, I hated him, and I don't know why. But the more like I learned about his personality, the more attractive I found him, which is weird, right? With some people, like obviously you notice like off the bat, like, oh, they're cute, but like for me to like actually get to the stage where like I like someone or have a crush on someone, it's because like I learn about them or I learn about their personality or how they like act with other people, and like I'm like, oh, I want to be a part of that, and it makes me feel more like attracted to them. If that makes sense.
Like that's like. Yeah, I feel like sometimes I'm more in love. Oh my god, I hate that.
More in like
with their personality than their actual looks. Because sometimes I take a step back and be like, you're not that great looking. No offense.
Oh my god.
I just say that someone's ugly. Like, look, have you seen me?
Shut up, Rihanna.
So yeah, like sometimes when I like look back and I'm like and think about before I knew their personality, I'm like, you're not that great looking, but like, you're good looking.
No, you know what I hate? When like you think someone's cute or you like someone, and then like people will be like, but they're not even cute. Like, shut up.
Yeah,
that's how I feel. Like, why do you have to? Like,
I hated that.
I literally it actually enrages me so much, because it's like, if I'm attracted to this person, like, what's your issue with that? I see the beauty in them, and if you don't, good for you. Whatever, you're missing out. Like, shut up.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Hell yeah. Rihanna acting like she never heard these hers.
I haven't
heard these sayings.
Yeah,
before.
like
You live under a rock, my dude.
Like that's for sure. Like now that I come to terms with that and I understand that more, I like people a lot more for their personality, and I'm not just like straight away infatuated with their looks. But back then, like in like primary school or whatever, I was really infatuated with looks.
Same. Looks is all I would care about.
Yeah, exactly. And
I can't relate.
oh really?
Yeah.
I like this one guy. And he was an asshole, like an absolute asshole. I liked him. I think he was cute at the time, but we were in like year 4, but he was already start swearing, and then he would play Beyblades, and he would never let me pay Beyblades. And he would never let me play Beyblades with him, and I was just really
You just
sad.
want what you don't have.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Okay. He was just really fucking mean to me, and just really
I
mean.
never had that thing where I was like, oh, you like someone purely based off like they look. Like, I know, like, I can like list at least like 5 guys that I think are so cute. And if I really wanted to, I could just text them like right now, and
Just kidding.
I don't mean like start something. Like, I mean I could shoot my shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just like text them, because anybody can do that. Whether you're like a frog or it doesn't matter. Like, you can do that, right? I could shoot my shot, and even if I got rejected, at least I had the chance to do it, right? But like the thing is, stop! Why are you smiling?
I was caressing our legs.
Why do you guys always do weird shit when I start talking? It's so weird.
Anyway.
The thing is, right, like, I know, like, there's so many guys that are, like, so attractive, like, physically, but, like, for me, I just know that, like, we wouldn't, like, make sense, like, in a relationship emotionally, and, like, in a personality base, like, we would only work as friends, so, like, I don't, like, it's not, like, a huge thing, like, oh my god, is their hair done perfectly, or whatever, but, like, I think now, at least, like, I always notice if somebody is cute, and, like, sometimes, like, you try to, like, you know, act a little cuter, or, you know, like, present yourself a little bit better, because, like, that cute person is there, or
want
whatever.
them to notice you.
Yeah. And, like, that part can, like, some people hate that, and some people really like, you know, the thrill of having a crush, and how, like, your heart skips a beat when, like, they look at you or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, for me, like, it makes me feel super uncomfortable, but then there's also, like, times where I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to school today, and I'm gonna see blah, 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 like,
The world seems brighter.
yeah.
Oh my god, I remember once in, like, year 5, this is so dumb of me, but, I would, like, wake up, and I was like, okay, what's my motivation for going to school? And I'm just like, yes, that guy. And it was my crush. I was like, I will go to school for that guy. And I'm just like, why did I think about that? I'm just...
You know, like, that feeling when you start to have feelings for someone, but, like, you're too embarrassed to tell your friends or whatever.
Yeah.
You don't know what the reaction is going to be. I remember in year 6, because we had seating arrangements, and me and Rachel got put on a table with my crush and his friends. And at that time, I was really excited. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna sit next to him like every day. And then like I didn't want to tell Rachel because I was like, oh my god, Rachel's gonna get like she's gonna judge me and whatever.
Yeah.
And like I remember feeling like I couldn't express how I got to feel every day seeing him. Oh my god.
It's like the simple things in life, you know, just like sitting with them, or even like saying hi. You're like, oh,
oh, okay. I remember sorry, I keep referencing like my crushes. I remember in U5, I had this crush on one guy. Actually, I had to crush him since U5. Yeah, U3 to 5. And during camp, we were kayaking, and at the end we were going in pairs, right? Yeah, so like we were partners, and we like kayaked together. We like raced and with like the other teams. And I think it was like one of the most memorable moments I had with my crush.
That's kind of cute.
And like because we were always part of the leadership team, so we'd go out to get McDonald's, and like we would always, not always, but sometimes on excursions or whatever, be paired up or like just go out with just us two, and I was like, sorry.
I had a thing where like I was like friends with someone in primary school, like when we were in like U5 and U6ish, and like we were just really good friends, and we'd always hang out. Like we had like a squad or whatever. And I think one time, like I'm such a dumbass, but like one time I swear, like we were like walking to lines, and I don't know why I remember this so clearly, but we were walking to like lines because the bell had just gone for lunch, like after like lunch. And he had said something funny, and his arm was around mine, and like my arm was around his. We were just being friends, like you know when like you're loopy with your friends, and you're just like, that's literally all it was. And then I think I said, "Oh, I love you," like because he said, listen. I said it because like he said something funny, and you know when you're like you said something, you're like, I love you, Rihanna, you're so funny. Like I meant it like that, but I don't think it came off as that, right? And I swear to God, like I think he had a crush on me. And I only found out that he had a crush on me, like, after, which is so weird. And, like, now that I think about it, I definitely see all the signs, and it's so weird to look back on that. I must have, like, accidentally led him on without even realizing it.
That's bad.
Because I didn't know he had a crush on me until, like, until I graduated from primary or whatever. So, like, when I found out, I was like, whoa. Whoa.
Can I just say random, but graduating from primary school seems so weird to me.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
You're basically still a fetus. Now that I think about it, primary, like, you know when you're in primary school, you're like, oh, I'm small. You like, I was always aware that I was really small compared to, like, you know, somebody in year 10 or whatever. But, like, you, like, once you get to, like, year 10, you're like, wow. Like, I was actually a child.
Yeah.
And, like, we're only in year 10 now. Like, watch us, like, be, like, 20. Be like, oh my god, do you remember us in year 10? Do you have any, like, rejection stories with crushes or unrequited loves?
Oh, yeah, all of them. Wait, actually, I don't know. I think the one in U5, maybe not, because I felt like he liked me too, but I don't want to assume. I hate assuming that. But yeah,
then it's worse when you find out, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But I think all of them. I don't know. Maybe because I was annoying. I don't know.
What about you, Rihanna?
Mine wasn't like a full-blown like rejection, but I took it as a rejection. Like, I started to get feelings for this one guy, and then I found out like 2-3 weeks later that he liked one of my friends.
Oh my god!
Wait. So I just was like, oh, okay, gotta stop now. You don't like me.
No.
What about you, Sarah?
When it comes to okay, you know what? It's just chance and probability, but it's probably because like I've only had like 3 crushes or something like that. I'm pretty sure all of them like me back.
It's okay. You don't have to feel awkward.
I don't even think it's 3. I think it was 2. That's why.
Yeah.
Because I've only ever had 2 crushes. So like it just happened that like they like.
Don't worry. You don't have to say that.
You're showing a different side of the spectrum. Me and Nikki get rejected. You don't.
You
this isn't like a...
No, listen.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
are gonna listen to this and think I'm so stuck up.
They
in
don't.
no,
Guys,
they don't.
Sarah's not stuck up
They
about this stuff.
don't, okay?
Don't.
It's not your fault or anything, don't worry.
My fault.
No, but I totally get what you're saying.
Yeah.
So, like, in year 6, I like this one guy. He's not even that great, to be honest. He's a slob, but...
Oh, wait, yeah, you showed me.
yeah, I think he was just really cute at the time. And I liked him for, like, a good year.
Mhm.
And then there were rumors that he likes another girl and other girls. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. That's okay. I'm gonna still like it, whatever. But then it was like, we were waiting in the canteen line, and one of the people in our year above us was like, did you know so and so likes this girl who was my best friend at the time?
Oh my god.
My heart just shattered. And I was like, fuck.
Oh, Nikki. Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, so yeah, I found it in the canteen line, and I went to her. Not immediately, actually, but I
ordered
quickly
her food first.
I quickly bowed these feelings down because I know, like, hey, this is my best friend. This isn't something to get jealous of or anything, you know. I don't want to act rude to her or anything just because this guy liked my best friend. But yeah, I don't know. I still liked him, even though that happened. And that was one of the moments where I realized you can't really engineer who you are attracted to. So yeah, even though I buried those feelings deep down. Anyway, so for the next few months, there was a thing going on between them, and then I found out she liked him too. And then, like, for like the longest time, I was trying really hard to be her wing woman because I didn't tell her at all until the final, like one of the final days, which is year 6 formal.
Oh my
And then
god.
so for the like longest time, I was like, yeah, he's so cute, you know, go for it. He totally likes you. You guys are so cute together. And then I'll ask questions like, oh, who do you think is the hottest guy? And she'll be like, oh, that guy. And I'm like, that's so good for you, isn't it? That's good for you. Yeah, that's good for you. So yeah.
Oh my god.
I think if I was in that situation, I would do the same thing that you guys did,
Yeah.
like bury it down, because you know you don't risk your friendship over
Yeah.
something
And you
like
don't want
that.
to make that friend feel bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So something that they can't control,
Yeah.
because it's like it's not like they're telling the coach, "Hey, like me instead of my friend." Like
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I've never been in that situation, but it must be really hard to like try and like suppress those feelings because you want to like, you know, stay friends with someone. I think I've always been like, you know how there's that thing where like being scared of like you know how everyone's like, oh, if you like someone, just tell them, and you know it's like that fear of rejection of like them being like, sorry, I don't like you,
And it's
that
like, it's so
pity,
much
sorry.
easier to say than do.
Yeah,
Like, the actual thought of like going up to someone like, hey, I like you, like that just terrifies
I
me.
think I'm relatively straightforward. For the most part, I think that like when I've liked someone, like majority of the time, I'll just tell them because I'm like, I'm not gonna like waste my time dawdling over something if it's not, you know,
progressing
yeah,
anywhere.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm also apparently scared of commitments.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, wait, are you?
I don't know, because Susanna keeps telling me that's exactly what I am, because I had this thing where like I like someone and then like I told them and they liked me back, and then I was like, no labels though. and then suddenly I realized that we were better as friends.
Are you the type to like kind of like nitpick everything, like kind of their faults before
You know what
to kind
I
of push
do?
them away?
You know what I do? I'll like think about it, like I'll be like, is this something that could, you know, progress to the future? Like I'm someone who can imagine like you know, like from down to like the furniture, what my future would look like. Like I'm not even kidding. Like one time I had this thing where I was like, oh, Rihanna's gonna die, right? And like in this, like Rihanna's gonna die soon one day, and then like literally, I was like in my head, I was literally just walking with like music in or whatever, right? And I literally had this whole thing with Susanna and I, you know, we were mourning Rihanna's death, and it had been like a month since we'd gone outside. So then you with the rest of 8 Red, had done a
What?
surprise party to celebrate her life with us, and then we walked outside.
Celebrate her death?
Like, her life with us.
Okay.
Because Rihanna would have wanted us to celebrate and not be upset. So then we all had this thing, and then Rihanna and Susanna, like, Susanna and I were crying, and we were like, thank you so much, you know, we miss her so much every day.
Oh.
Like, I can do that, right? So I do that with my crushes as well. I'm like, can I see, like a realistic future with this person? Which is so stupid, because it's like, it's just a crush. Like, why do you have to think so deep about it?
Yeah,
No, but
I'm
you
definitely
can.
more like a go with the flow. Like,
Yeah.
whatever happens.
I
Like,
don't know.
you learn from it.
No, so, like, with this person, I realized that I don't know if it would make sense to be like that. So I realized that we were better as friends, and I might have, like, mixed up, like, me liking their company as for liking them, because, like, I thought they were cute. Like, I remember, like, going to school and, like, reporting back to Rihanna and Susanna how my day had been, and I told them one day, like, I told them one day that, oh, I saw this cute guy, and they, like, freaked out. They're like, oh my god, and I was like, but I only talked to him once, don't worry about it. And then it turned into this whole thing that lasted, like, the whole year.
Yeah.
And it's just, like, I don't know how to explain it, but, like, I think I'm just, like, afraid that I'm gonna waste my time with something that has no future. So, like, yeah, and I've always been that type of person where, like, I can't deal with people that, like, want to straight away do everything all at once. Like, oh my god, like, just because I told you I liked you doesn't mean that we're, like, girlfriend and boyfriend now, or, like, girlfriend and boyfriend, whatever, right? Like, I need time to, like, comprehend what's going on, and, I don't like the idea of, like, oh, just because you, like, find someone attractive, whether it's from their personality or whatever, you say, oh, we're in love, blah, blah, blah. I think that love is, you know, it's prolonged, and it's, like, sustained, and, you know, it's much bigger than just being attracted to someone. So I guess for me, I realized that I could only love them in a platonic way, and, wow, this got so deep.
No,
but, like,
okay.
I realized that I could only love them in a platonic way, so I stopped. And, you know, ever since then, I've been, like, obsessed with all these Netflix shows. And I've been watching, I keep telling Nikki about this, and she hates when I talk about it. But, like, I keep watching this show, Anne with an E. And, like, there's this guy, Gilbert.
Oh my
he's like,
fucking god.
Shut up.
Gilbert.
He's so smart, and he's, like, really sweet, and he's, like, street smart, and, like, he's caring, and he wants to be, you know, he wants to be a doctor because his father died of, like, a disease, so he wants to, you know, care for other people, and, you know, like, he, like, falls in love with this girl who's, like, an orphan, and they're, like, kindred spirits, and it's just so sweet. I literally can't, I have a whole file on Instagram of saved edits of them. I'm not even,
She's
it's so
crazy.
sad.
Okay, we're gonna
I
stop
don't
sharing
know.
right here before she continues the rest of the episode talking about Gilbert.
Yo, Gilbert is for life. He's literally my
Stop.
husband. I can't even. If you ain't Gilbert, you ain't me.
Okay.
Oh, but I feel like before love comes a crush, so you have to like someone and put effort for it to develop in order for it to become love. But do you like for you at least, do you stop when you see like a kind of, not a red flag, but any sign of compatibility? Or
Okay, I think that for me, when I see, like, red flags, like, sometimes, like, I'll blame it on myself, because I think that, I don't want, like, I feel like I'm asking too much of someone if it's so new.
right.
Like, I do the, because you know how you said you have to at least try and give it an effort? I do the thing where I'm like, oh, but shouldn't it work completely naturally? And, like, I have this false sense of, like, oh, it should be completely fine all the time, right? So for me, when the stuff happens, I'm like, oh, I shouldn't talk it out with the person or whatever, because, like, I'm asking too much of them. It's like, I literally just told them that I like them. Why should I bring up these issues? Like, they have their own life, like, you know what I mean? And I think that's affected how I've built, like, relationships with people. So yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say that, like, maybe I am scared of committing.
It's okay.
It's okay
Maybe,
too. It's okay.
I don't know, because I've always felt like I've yearned for to have that, but then at the same time, like, when it comes around, when stuff gets too real for me, I'm like, oh, I get really like weird and uncomfortable.
Okay.
Wait, I think I just realized I am scared of commitment. Oh my god, this is a whole ass turning point.
There's a book called Attached that talks about commitment and signs of commitment. It's like different types.
Yeah, no, but for me, like, when I see, like, something becoming too, like, realistic, like, I want to, like, kind of, like, I don't know, I get really weirded out, because I'm like, why is this happening? I don't know why I'm like that, but, yeah.
Did you have a bad experience before?
Okay, well, I guess, like, with my first crush, you know how I was talking about, it's a little bit of it that was kind of traumatic. I didn't talk to my first crush, like, after we, like, went off to high school for like a long time, and then like I saw them again at like some event or something, and like I didn't have any feelings for them in that way anymore. It was more just like, oh, that's an old classmate,
Okay.
like whatever, right? And like I think we were supposed to say hi, like his mom was like, oh, come say hi, and he literally refused to say hi to me. He wouldn't turn around. And I'm
like a child?
Yeah, like, what is wrong? You have the audacity to act like that? Like, are you kidding? Like, just say hi. And if you feel that bad, just wave backwards. It's fine. Like, literally, you don't have to act like, oh my god. I don't know why, but I had such, like, I thought he was, like, you know, I remembered him for being such a sweet guy that, like, when I saw him change into that after a long time, I was like, like, everything I believed in had, like, kind of gone down the drain, and I suddenly, like, I don't know, I got more scared or stuff like that, and I had, like, an issue with, like, trusting people because, you know, they change so quickly, and you never know when they're gonna, like, turn on you, and I think, having that happen, whenever I like someone now, it's, like, that thing where, you're scared that it's gonna become too real, and then it's gonna topple down, and it's gonna not work out, and it's gonna make things awkward, because I usually start off with like people that I like as being good friends with them,
and then you just end up losing a whole friend.
Yeah, so I don't want to lose a friend. So for me, I guess from my first crush, I realized that I'd rather just have a friend than ever pursue something and not work out, and then not be friends anymore, because I treasure friendships a lot in my life. Like, I know a lot of people are pretty, like, independent, but I'm a pretty extroverted person, and I, you know, I get energy from life in itself through my friends. So when I don't have that, I will, like, literally start to have a breakdown. So I think from that, I realized that I don't want to ruin things with people. And yeah, maybe that's why I'm so scared of commitment.
I think I totally get what you mean, because I think now, even now, I find myself, like, thinking about the crushes I had in, like, year 5, where it was sort of, I felt it kind of reciprocating, like, I would show that I kind of like him, and I guess I think that he showed it back, and now I find myself liking the idea of that rather than liking him as a person. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I like the idea of someone liking me back, I guess, or, like, having quality time with someone that I like, and so I would find myself, like, almost clinging on to that sometimes, and thinking, like, wow, I wish it could be like that again, or something like that.
No, I understand.
But it's hard to accept, because people do change, and they're not the same person anymore.
So, we asked a few of our guy friends to give their perspective on crushes, because I feel like a lot of girls want to know.
Yeah,
and they're scared to ask, like, guys on what they think.
And a crushes episode isn't complete without a guy's perspective, so...
Yeah.
And we want to, like, reiterate the fact that, I think crushes is, like, a lot more conceptual than, like, dating and relationships, which we're gonna, like, do, like, a lot later on.
Yeah.
But I think, like, crushes in general, like, yeah, whether you're attracted to a guy or a girl, I guess it's all the kind of, like, same, we're all experiencing, like, the same thing. So, yeah, we just wanted to, like, kind of put that in. Anyways.
Yeah, like, if you're gay, bisexual, or lesbian, I think the feelings are still quite universal.
Yeah,
like, you get
for sure.
butterflies in your stomach.
Your heart stops when you see that. Okay, so the first question I asked the guys were, What are some struggles guys specifically go through when experiencing a crush? And one of the responses we got was, when going through a crush, guys struggle with dealing it. There is a feeling of wanting to do something about it, but also fear. Fear of being rejected or not being good enough can be very daunting on a guy. And I think that's the same for us.
Yeah, it's the
for
same.
sure.
Like, we're scared of rejection, and like the thought of
Not
not
being
like
good enough.
progressing into something like
Yeah.
daunts on us. And also for the first question, we got a response like how to start the conversation, how to not make it awkward, making it comfortable for each other, and to open conversations, etc.
Because they often, like, they have, like, the societal pressures where it's like, oh, you have to, like, start it off, you have to make, like, the first move.
You have to text
100%.
first, you have to say hi first.
Which
or-
is, like, that must be a lot of pressure to
Yeah.
have on your shoulders.
Even I think that, like,
Yeah.
with my crush, I'm like, oh, he should be saying hi to me first,
Yeah.
not me. Like,
I
and I
think,
don't, and I have to stop myself
no.
from thinking that.
I had that for a long time, but then, like, I guess, like, as I got older, I was just like, I don't care. And, like, especially last year, I was like, YOLO. And I just say it now, like, whatever, like, I'll make the first move, I don't care, like,
Yeah.
I just do it.
Leading into that, the second question was, how do you feel about being expected to make the first move? And so the response was, I think first moves can be done by both genders. It shouldn't be pressure towards the guy, because if he wants a relationship to move forward, it'll happen by his way and when he feels like it's time. Making the first move also does pressure you because the fears of rejection, confrontation come to play again. So it's like that, like, I think we're like
Yeah.
the same.
We have the same problem.
Yeah.
But I feel like even now I expect guys to make the first
Yeah.
move, which is bad. Like I shouldn't do that, and I should like try to find the courage to make my first move too. But now I'm just so scared of rejection,
Yeah.
and that I just don't do anything. I just bury my feelings. I find that whenever I have a crush, I have never confessed my feelings.
All the same.
Yeah, like
Can't
I
relate.
Like, unless it's like highly, highly, highly obvious,
Yeah.
I'm never saying like confessing.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I
Yeah.
have to make sure that they reciprocate. If they don't,
Yeah.
if they don't reciprocate, then I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
Like, I have to know. They have to be flirting with me, so then I'll know. I'll be like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like, make an effort, and so will I.
Yeah. And I think especially growing up in a society where you're taught by movies and like everything where guys have to make the first move,
ask you out at prom,
All the grand
whatever.
gestures.
yeah, you think that too. So okay, third question. What are some tells or signs that a guy likes you? As a guy, I think guys make it pretty obvious when they're interested in a girl. This obviously differs from person to person, but most guys usually show a few more of the same signs. These signs could be just teasing you and having inside jokes, giving you special nicknames, taking genuine interest in your interests, and generally talking to you or just being around you.
Really?
Really? Are you sure about that?
Oh yeah, no, that is true. But obviously, I think that's the same
Sometimes
for
it
both.
just, yeah, sometimes I feel
sexes.
like they're just trying to be my good friend. So then I get really confused. Are we like good friends, or are you like, you know, a little bit more than that? You know what I mean?
I think it's a spectrum as well, because like some people on the other side of the spectrum like show a lot of signs, whereas others they're quite more shy.
Yeah.
And they don't really show much.
Yeah, like I can kind of relate to the thing, because like, for me at least, like when I like someone, I feel like I pretty much act the same as to when I
Oh.
don't. Like
Really?
I'm like whenever like the guy friends I've had, like I'm like I literally act the same. Like I'm pretty sure like I've always been like that, where like people don't really know where I'm at, because like I don't know, like my flirtatious like personality kind of like goes across the board, so like I can't help but act like that with everyone. So like when I like someone, they don't really know until I say it, hence why I can be straightforward when I definitely know that you like me back, because then I'm like, you need to know, or otherwise you'll never know, because I'm like this with everyone.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Really? I think for me, I think I'm super obvious. as
Me
well.
too. That's
Yeah.
what I hate.
I feel like I'm super. I don't know, like I can feel myself being different.
Yeah,
You know?
same. I'm
Like,
like, calm down.
Yeah, like unconsciously I'll do things differently. I'm just like, I would never do this.
Yeah.
You know, I would like, walk the same way as them, for example, or
Oh,
like
yeah.
try to be near them
Yeah,
and stuff like
it's like,
that.
stop.
Yeah, no, but at the expense of like not being with my friends sometimes.
Oh, yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that, you know.
Oh my god.
And I'm just like, why?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Boys do that to you. Okay, I'll stop. No. That's not. Maybe that's not true. I don't know.
So, next question. What does a crush feel like in advance? A crush in advance can be nerve-wracking on guys. It feels empty inside, like you'll never be whole. For guys, it
Whoa, that was very poetic.
Yeah.
He said you are the one for me. We a
for,
puzzle piece.
for guys, it's hard to focus on anyone else but that one person.
Oh my god! Stop.
Like you can't form a connection or even consider any other girl.
Oh.
Whoever that person is, oh my
cute.
god, that is. Whoa, that is so sweet. I'm gonna cry. Wow, that was
And-
iconic.
Got another one. I think a person can develop feelings even before knowing the person, but I also believe once you actually know the person as a whole and somewhat of that, your feelings increase and are even more before crushing on. But to answer your question, it feels like you're, I guess, missing a piece of what it's like
Yo,
being
why
a.
are these guys so nice? I have never ever encountered this.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's really sweet.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
that's
these.
so
Yo,
sweet.
okay, so Brianna has already read these, and Nikki and I have not
Yeah.
seen the
And-
responses, and we don't know who they are.
Yeah, I haven't told them which one's from who.
So like I'm like literally sitting here bamboozled that they actually wrote these answers. Oh my god. Oh, it's so sweet. Are
that
you
was
kidding
cute,
me?
yeah.
That's cute.
But yeah, I think same. Like,
Yeah.
until we really know the person, like personality and everything and what their morals are, that's when your crush really increases. Next question. What's one important lesson you have learned after or during a relationship with another person? Listen to your friends. This is what I think some guys might struggle with. Having a group of friends that support you but can also put you in line for wrongdoings helps immensely.
Oh.
yeah.
So like finding like a good support system
Yeah.
that can give you honest feedback.
I think that's what me and Susanna sometimes did with Sarah when she felt like she was having commitment issues. Me and Susanna like put her
Yeah.
straight in her feels.
No, they literally sat me down and they like talked to me about it and stuff like that. Yeah, they were my little therapist.
Aww.
Okay, so next question. Do you prefer confessions to be in text or in person? Confession problems, etc. should try to be solved in person, and if that's not possible, it should at least be in a call where it's immediate responses, since text won't give the whole story, and it's not certain that you'll get the response in time. And I also think, like what we said in our last episode, like, sometimes through text you can't read their facial expressions and their tone of language, so it's hard to see what
I think
they're really
it's like it's easier said than done in like the fact that when it's like face to face, like you overanalyze more when you're you're confessing, and like you know they're right there, so you see their initial reaction, and it's hard to kind of lie in those vulnerable moments. So like it's a lot
Vulnerable. Sorry.
Oh my god, it's a lot scarier to do so, and like even for someone like me who for the most part like I'll just YOLO it and say it, like I don't know, I would find it really hard to say stuff like that in real life because you know again the fear of like rejection and you know having to act like you're completely fine with the fact that like they're like no, I'm not feeling the same.
Yeah.
I think for me, if I like someone, I would always try to do it in person, whether or not I'm afraid to or not. You know what I mean? Like, I would never try to confess my feelings through text because I find that such a cheap way. Because I feel like love and crushes are so meaningful, like are so beautiful that a text wouldn't suffice. You know? Yeah, like even no matter how scared I am to confess my feelings, I don't think I would ever do it through text.
Next question. What's your idea of a perfect date?
Oh.
You don't even hear their response. You're like, oh.
Okay. The perfect date is different to each and every person. A perfect date would be to do something fun, whether it's going bowling or just hanging out in a park. You can learn a lot about a person by doing fun activities rather than eating out. Although it shouldn't matter on what you do or what you eat, but instead the moments and experiences you share with your partner.
Stop!
Oh my god, that's so cute. with that one.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
Like, it also proves how strong your connection is with each other, that you could literally do anything and you'll still have a great time.
Yeah. I think, like, the simplest times when, like, you just talk to that person about, like, meaningful things in your life, you realize, like, the true bonds and connections you have with someone.
Like, we could literally be in a McDonald's car park and we still have fun.
McDonald's.
McDonald's. That's yours now, okay? My one was vulnerable and your one is McDonald's.
In Vietnamese accent was like McDonald's.
I've always said, okay, this is so off topic, but I've always said, you know how everyone's like, Aportos? I've always said Aporto.
Why?
Because that's how my parents have said it, and I've grown up saying Aporto. And then one day I said, oh my god, I really want Aporto right now. And literally everyone on the table looked at me in like year 8 and was like, what the hell is wrong with you, Sarah? Why did you say Aporto? Okay, back to the subject.
What did other guys say?
The other guy.
The other guys.
Other guy said, a date can just be hanging out with your partner no matter where and how. It can just be sitting together in a park, catching up with each other's day/week, or get food together. It shouldn't matter what you both are doing. It's more seeing and spending time together.
Oh,
so same thing. Oh, cute.
That's cute.
Cute.
What are your guys' ideal dates?
I think the same.
Really?
To me, I guess.
But if it's ideal, like
Yeah.
anything could happen. That's
Like,
the most perfect.
The
Helicopter
perfect.
ride.
Yeah,
You have to buy me Louis Vuitton. Maybe.
No, for me, I guess it's like, you know, like the perfect conversation. The sunset is going down. You're talking about, like, you know, what you want to do in the future and who you want to become or whatever, something like that. And, like, yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I've always had this thing where, like sunsets and, like, talking to someone alone really get to me. Like, I don't know why. And I've always wanted something like that, but, yeah.
That's so cute. Oh my god. What about you, Rihanna?
I think similar. I don't know. I would want to have, like, light, deep conversation, but also have fun and make memories. Like, something I'm gonna walk out of this date remembering. And, like, place in my heart.
I would love to go on, like, a theme park.
Oh, that's cute.
That's fun.
That's cute.
Honestly, but though, like, anywhere.
Yeah. Alright, next question. This one's cute. What's one thing a girl does that makes your heart skip such excited during a crush and relationship?
I'm already excited. Oh my god.
So, girls can do a few things that make guys excited during a crush. Just smiling or just being a joyful person can be really attractive. Being passionate about your hobbies and interests or taking interest into your hobbies can also be very attractive. The other person said, this again will differ against most guys. Seeing her with a smile, with all the joy in the world, and just saying cute things about herself, me, or us together.
Oh, that's cute.
Wow, these answers are way better than I was expecting.
Like, we see them in one way in real life, and then this is how they write their answers. Okay, y'all, can you be authentic all the time, please?
They are authentic.
They're gonna listen to this,
Oh yeah, okay. Never mind.
They're good people.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
You guys are cool. We appreciate the time you took to answer this.
Okay, just cut it up. We don't have to pity them. Okay.
Okay.
They're great people.
They're great people.
They really are.
Last question. What's your ideal girl in a relationship?
That's so cute. I'm like sweating. Anyway, keep going.
Cute. Okay. An ideal girl would be someone cute and bubbly, a person who can have fun and make jokes, but also have serious moments with. Someone who can accept your imperfections and past faults. Someone who you enjoy just being around without even doing anything. That's so true. Someone who's willing to place the same amount of effort as you. Someone who will care as to what you say and to your actions on a daily basis. That someone should be able to be there through the worst and happiest moments and you'll be able to look back on. That someone should also expect the same and more than from me. That someone should make you feel comfortable and you should be able to be in contact with physically and emotionally.
Oh, that's... What about you? What are some things that guys do that make your heart skip?
Yeah, Rihanna. Why don't you start? Yeah, Rihanna, please, go ahead.
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
I don't know. I think when a guy can just not be so serious and just take a joke, I think that's very attractive. Like, someone who can be very sarcastic and
Rihanna's really sarcastic, so she's a
Yeah.
sarcastic
I'm so
people.
sarcastic, it's bad at this point. Anyway, but yeah.
Aww.
What about you, Nikki?
Me? Okay. I want to separate what I find naturally really cute and what I actually look for in like a partner or a guy. What I actually look for is just someone who's smart, not in book smart way, but like actually emotionally smart, like just very understanding, you know, like very mature. That's really it, just maturity. And one thing that actually I don't want to say it because it's so awkward. Makes my heart skip.
Yeah. That's so true though. That's
Okay.
so true though.
Is probably like if they have a cute smile, or I think if they're just really caring, like yeah, like they naturally help you without asking, without you asking. They like give you a hand, very like kind of chivalrous almost. I don't want to be like the typical cliche that's like, oh, give your jacket or anything. But let's say, I don't know, if you get hurt, they'll have a band-aid on the ready or something like that. You know, like that's so cute. What about you, Sarah?
I think for me, wait, I literally already forgot the question. I was just thinking about cute things.
What do you find naturally cute in guys?
I think like I'm very attracted to like people that are a little bit more like emotionally mature, and like I know this is like everybody said this, but I can't help but like if you can make someone laugh, then like you're really fun to be around. Like funny people are just cool to be around. You know what I mean? Like you just, and I think, and I say this a lot, but like I think I've seen a trend, a pattern in the people that like I gravitate towards, and they're usually intelligent. Like usually, like I don't know why I find that like
Intelligence is hot.
Yeah, I can't help it. But like, you know, if you're like emotionally mature and you know you can talk about things and you don't have to always make a joke out of it, and you know you're aware of your own faults. Like I find that so attractive because like, you know, you're not just thinking about now, you're thinking about the future on a very shallow level. Like I'm just gonna say it, like on a very shallow level. Like I mean, if you got a nice smile, I can't help it. You know, it's pretty cute. Like
I think when a guy can like very naturally compliment you and like
Yeah.
the cutest way.
you know what? Yeah,
Oh,
that's
gets
so
me every time.
Yeah, you
Oh
know,
my God.
you know what? That's actually a huge thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
If they're
you're
not
right.
afraid, if they are not afraid to like, you know, say that they appreciate someone or like, you know, just compliment you, even if they don't like you, if it's like purely platonic, but like they don't feel uncomfortable to like share that part of themselves, and they're like, hey, you know, Rihanna, you look really nice today, and stuff like that, and they're not afraid of like if their guy friends are around and stuff like that. That is probably the most attractive thing in the entire. I'm not even kidding. Like if a guy can do that, like I'm like, hey, how are you?
If they like can act natural around you and their friends as well, and not try to be manly or whatever, that's so nice. And especially when they're vulnerable, you know?
Stop! I don't say vulnerable like that. Okay, shut up.
Yeah, and guys who just like listen.
Yeah.
Like such an attractive quality. Like they take notice of what you've said to them previously and they bring it up.
Yeah.
So
that's
attractive.
so cute.
Yeah. We've received a question about when it comes to, you know, having a crush and that feeling. I think for a lot of people, it can be that thing where you're excited, but on the other side of the spectrum, a lot of people are really uncomfortable about it because it makes situations so awkward around your crush when you were so used to talking to them. So this is what someone had to say. Is it just me, or do I hate having crushes on people? I mean, whenever I have a crush on someone, I get really self-conscious around them, and whenever I talk to them in person, it's awkward, leading to us talking less, which is the last thing I want. It's just exhausting because you have so many emotions for this person, but you can't convey them because you're pretty sure they don't feel the same way. I think I get the point of like, you know, you're so used to talking to someone, and then suddenly when you like catch feelings, all of a sudden it gets super like, in your head at least, it feels really awkward because you start to overthink everything. Like, if I say this, will they like, you know, like me? If they say this, will they dislike me? I've never had the thing where I've disliked having a crush because like I've always been like, oh, the thrill. But like I've definitely seen like Rihanna absolutely hate having a crush. So how has your experience been, and how can you relate to this person?
Yeah, I think I've definitely dealt with this in the past where I'm really good friends with a guy for like quite a long time, and then develop feelings. And then after I develop those feelings, I tend to overthink things. I think I'm being annoying or clingy. I overthink how I act around this person. Oh, should I swear or not? Like, I completely change my behavior when it turns into like a crush sort of feeling. But I think for me, after like a month or so, I told my friends about it, and they really helped me, you know, vent about it, talk about it, and they helped me give advice. And I think it just starts with realizing in yourself that it's not that big of a deal, really. Like, having a crush is actually really fun and exciting, you know? It's something to look forward to in your teenage years. And so try not to overthink about it too much and just going with it, because that's what I'm personally doing right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's right, don't hit her up.
Yeah.
She's occupied.
Stop! Ew!
Okay, but hit Nikki and I up. Just kidding, that was a joke. Completely.
Hit all of us up. I want a boyfriend.
That was a joke.
Yeah, don't. Wait,
Unless...
I mean, actually, you know what? We forget about everything.
This isn't a dating podcast.
Anyway, you should just enjoy it, because you don't get the thrill and the excitement of a crush very often, and I know it can be very uncomfortable, like all these emotions. You should like love someone.
I think sometimes it's just in your head. Like, you know, it might feel super awkward for you, but it's probably just because you're over analyzing it, and probably like in like most scenarios, it's probably that like the other person feels like the same way, like they're thinking about what they're doing wrong. So if you guys like both let go of that stuff, you'll realize that you know, these are just kind of like the simplistic parts of life where you get to enjoy like the thrill of it all.
Yeah.
And you know, it's just an experience of being a teen, of stuff getting awkward, but sometimes it's all just in like our heads, and you know, if we just kind of let life do its thing, we can be a little bit more spontaneous with our feelings.
Yeah. And it's all about growth as well. If you kind of let go of that feelings, you begin to feel more confident about yourself, because you realize, you know, it's not the end of the world if, let's say, we have a few awkward moments or stuff like that.
So I hope we all had a very nice Valentine's Day with our lovers. Or your friends.
Or your friends. You can love your friends.
Or your family.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Love is across the board. It can be
or your
platonic,
pet.
romantic,
or your
familial.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or yourself.
Yeah.
No.
Love yourself.
Self-love.
Self-love is the best love.
No, it isn't. Just kidding. Anyways, so just wanted to remind you guys again, if you want to stay updated with like our content or the episodes that we create, our Instagram is the Teenaging Podcast. Our YouTube is the Teenaging Podcast. Our anonymous thing that I never know the name of is the Teenaging is at the Teenaging Podcast. Our Twitter is sadly the Teenaging Pod.
Sorry, Nikki and Sarah just posed to take a selfie.
No, we didn't.
I just got excluded just then.
No, it was for no one. I was just bored.
Anyway,
thank you so much
love
for listening.
you.
And we
catch
love
you guys next episode. Bye.
Thank you for everyone thank you for everyone who gave us all the questions and answers and stuff. That was really meaningful and eye-opening to hear. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Make the first move, whoever you are.
Yeah.
I'll stop,
you only have
please.
one chance in life.
No, you have a few, but it's okay.
You
Bye.
have one chance. You don't die and come back alive.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
She
that's
means
all right.
like life as the one chance, not you only have one crotch and that's it.
Short, short. You get rejected. Nothing you can do about it.
ASMR.
Stop. Okay. Bye.
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 We always leave at the mic.
Stop.